Have you ever looked at your life and thought, why does this keep happening to me? Different people, different situations, but somehow the same emotional pain keeps showing up. And the hardest part isn't the pain itself, it's the confusion. Because you know better now. You've grown, you've learned. So why does it still feel like you're stuck in the same loop? Here is something most people never hear. You are not repeating these patterns because you rebroken. You're repeating them because, at some point in your life, they kept you safe. Maybe you learned to stay quiet to avoid conflict. Maybe you learned to overgive so people wouldn't leave. Maybe you learned to stay strong because no one came to help you. Those behaviors weren't weaknesses. They were intelligent survival strategies. They helped you get through something difficult, something your nervous system didn't know how else to handle. And it makes sense that you still carry them. Have you ever noticed yourself repeating the same mistakes in relationships, work, or even in how you talk to yourself? This isn't just a coincidence. It's a survival pattern. These patterns can look like people-pleasing, where you say yes when you mean no, just to avoid conflict. Or maybe it's perfectionism at work, where you exhaust yourself trying to get everything exactly right, driven by a deep fear of criticism. It could even be a pattern of emotional distancing, where you pull away from loved ones right when things start to feel close, because intimacy feels unsafe. These aren't character flaws. They are brilliant strategies your younger self developed to navigate a challenging world. Naming them without judgment is the first step to understanding them. Here's the part most people don't understand. Your nervous system doesn't care about happiness. It cares about familiarity, even if something hurts. If it's predictable, your system feels safer there. That's why you can recognize a toxic pattern and still feel pulled toward it. It's not self-sabotage. It's self-protection, just outdated. So, why is it so incredibly hard to change, even when we know a pattern isn't serving us? A big part of the answer lies in our nervous system. Our brain and body are wired for survival, and survival loves predictability. Even if a pattern is painful, it's familiar. We know the outcome. This is what we call the uncomfortable comfort zone. Your subconscious mind, which runs most of the show, prefers the devil you know over the angel you don't. It will resist change because new behaviors feel uncertain and therefore unsafe. This isn't a failure on your part. It's your biology trying to protect you. Your body is trying to keep you alive using rules it learned a long time ago. So when you try to change, there's an inner conflict. One part of you wants growth, peace, freedom. This leads to a draining inner conflict. There's the part of you that desperately wants to heal and grow, and then there's the inner critic. This critic sounds a lot like an old authority figure, whispering that you're not good enough, that you'll fail, that it's safer to just stay small. This internal battle isn't just mental, it shows up in your body. It's the tightness in your chest, the knot in your stomach, the tension in your shoulders. It's exhausting, consuming precious energy that could be used for creativity, connection, and joy. You're essentially fighting a war against yourself every single day. Another part is terrified of what happens if you let go of what's familiar. And instead of listening to that fear, we often judge it. We tell ourselves to just move on, to be stronger, to stop overthinking. But that only creates more pressure and more disconnection from yourself. Real change doesn't start with forcing yourself to be different. The real shift happens not through force, but through gentleness. It starts with creating moments of safety within yourself. You don't have to overhaul your entire personality overnight. Let's start small. Can you take 3 conscious breaths when you notice that familiar wave of anxiety? Just inhale, exhale, and notice your feet on the ground. Or maybe you can try journaling for just 2 minutes, letting whatever is inside spill onto the page without judgment. Another simple practice is to just notice a sensation in your body, that tightness in your jaw, for example, and just observe it without needing to fix it. This is not a one-time fix. It's a continuous practice of returning to yourself with kindness. It starts with understanding, with gently asking, what did this pattern protect me from? What did I need back then that I didn't get? When you meet that part of yourself with compassion instead of criticism, something powerful happens. Remember, this journey is about compassion, not perfection. Healing isn't a race to a finish line. It's a slow, gentle process of coming home to yourself. Each small step you take is a profound act of love. Be kind to yourself today. Thank you for sharing this space with me. If this resonated, consider subscribing for more gentle reminders on your healing path. Your nervous system begins to feel safe enough to let go. Not all at once. Not perfectly, but gradually. And that's how real change happens. You are not broken. You are not failing. You are a human being.